Morning, sir.
Very good morning. Decide super send me a file. Just give me a second. Download that. We were creating something. Lights. I believe. Also. So it's in 22 version, I believe. Okay, anyways, I'm going to update the Macs. So okay, I'll go home and check it. Not open it. And I have received only file from Cytoproj. Test everybody what you are doing. I don't have any idea. Use in few in my opinion, use this time and like, do something nice instead of wasting time. So we were creating blueprint, I believe. Yes. So right now it's empty. It was empty. So other day we had started with blueprint. So we planned like we create the light and add all the details here and generate. So let's see where is the light. Yeah, here is the light 01 model. So for this, what I did is right click, add blueprint class and selected an actor. It's an empty blueprint, nothing is there. So like I guess some technically something happened that we stopped here abruptly, I believe. Yes. So just open that. So you can see it's an empty blueprint. There is nothing. So what I want to do is I want to create those light. Do you have a light in the scene? Only light folder and all the slides. I don't have that geometry. So now I'll open this. So what I'll do is I'll add my light here and place plus I add one like light as in light geometry and plus a light. So when I use this blueprint in my scene, what will happen? I don't have to add the light manually. Light means that light source of light, like point light When I say light, it means point light or a spotlight or whatever light I'm adding here, that light. So I don't have to add manually in my entire scene. I can just make it like one like group of object, and it's like kind of a group of object, and I can drag it and duplicate and assign it. So let's add static mesh, and you can see it's empty. So I'll go to content browser, mesh. Here is my light. Just double click and open and check it. Once everything is, yeah, you can see everything is correct here. So, and I need to scale this also. So select my light and assign it here. So you can see it's very small. So easiest way will be I'll scale it directly here only. So I don't have to do the scaling also manually. So now you can see it have this glow that is like part of our material. I have used a emissive map there to emit light and make it glow, but it's just glowing. It's not emitting any light. So then I need to add a light here. So best thing will be if I add a spotlight or a omni light, a point light.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning. So I need to add a light content. If you see in content, you cannot see a light. If you scroll down, okay, any scrolling will be waste of time. So let's search for a light. See, if you search for a light, you can see all the lights. So for this, I can use rectangle light or a point light. So I'm thinking of to add a point light because point light have a circular like it will emit light in all 360-degree, right? So it will give me better result, and plus it will cast shadow all the sides. If I use a rectangular light, it won't generate any light like whichever direction is following, it will generate light only that direction. So I'll be using a point light. Click it and you can see there is a light. Just make sure, place it somewhere here and change the color slightly, whatever the color of the light, little orange tint. If you want, you can make it like full yellow, but little subtle yellowish tint should be okay with this. And this radius, I can change it later also. Like later after placing in the scene, I can change it that time also. Or if I want, I can just simply change the radius right now. Like I can increase or decrease this thing. Let's keep it like default only. Default this length looks kind of like, let's see, it's quite big, so it should work. So once you're done with this, click on compile. Because it sees a question mark unless it shows a green tick. If there is a green tick, that means there is an error. So click on this, it should show you this green tick. That means there is no error in this blueprint. And then you save it, close it. You're done. Go to BP, you can see the output changed. Previously, it was just a white sphere. Now you can see the model. Now select this, drag and drop it. And I can freeze this thing here. So only the problem I can see here, this 360 light creating little issue. Like it's eliminating this like this thing ceiling also and doesn't look very nice. So what I'll do, click on the blueprint editor, viewport, select this and delete this one. Now add right rectangular right, delete, and you can see the direction of the light. You see, this is the direction of the light. Now you rotate this 90-degree placement. Like suppose you have a modular piece, you can just compile it here directly and then bring it to the scene also. You can do that as well. It works for everything. So now let's fix the size. I don't want this side and okay, this is also not required. And This is fine. So now the size is correct. If I wanted to slightly down, just make sure there is no intersection. So size almost same. Intensity, if I want, I can increase. The radius, if I want, I can increase. And this should work perfectly. Compile, save, we're done. See, it's emitting light. Oh, sorry. This light is already there. So I don't have to do anything. I just have to save that. So it automatically gets updated here. Alt. You can see the entire room is lit now. Which is like required. Alt, drag this and now rotate and okay. That's fine. What's wrong with right click? You can see entire room. It's pretty bright, nice. And if you think this light is like way too strong, so easiest thing, just go to the blueprint again, select the light, intensity, reduce it, compile it, go back. So you see everything become quite dim. That's like way too less. So please, yeah, this is fine. Like little contrast is required. It was way too bright. That's why I just increased and moved it. And exterior also, I can use the exact same light. Just drag this thing here. One light. All these lights are placed. Somehow I don't like it, so this will replace this texture. This stylable, this thing doesn't look very nice because there's no frame for this. So I just simply replace it with some other. Let's try this one. I'm changing it here, so it will automatically update everywhere. You see, and whatever I have applied manually here, I have to just simply click on reset. 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 So what I can do is I can add those frames, photo frames kind of thing, and posters, and create this thing. And if you want to convert this into a like evening scene or night scene, I can do that also. I just have to reduce the intensity of the light, and it should work perfectly. So as of now, like everything looks kind of fine, but only thing I can see, the light rays are fine, but it is not casting any like those rays, God rays and all. It's not creating those things. So that is something I can achieve. Let me see if I have fog in my scene or not. So I don't have any fog, I believe. Yeah, most of the fog is there, but exponential height fog is not there. So I need to add a fog here. This is the like easiest way. If I add, it automatically creates this foggy effect. This is one way of doing it. Or I already have a God ray. It's basically a plane. I'll show you. You see, God rays. So there is a blueprint. It basically, if I open it, I'll show you this thing. What is it? So here you can sort of see anything. It basically static mesh is connected here. It just a like plane. It's just a plane with a alpha. Why alpha? Like edges are blurred. If I place this, I'll show you my scene. You see, it's just a plane with alpha. I can rotate to see just a plane with alpha. This is a cheaper way of doing it because if you do it with the exponential height fog and all, what will happen? It is expensive on GPU because it have to calculate everything. But it's just a alpha plane. It's plane with alpha texture, and this texture is moving. That alpha is basically moving. That's it. So that's why you can generate this God rays, and it will give you better result. It will look nice also. You see the angle direction. This one. It should be minus 90 degrees. It's correct. You can create those beam and the angle I have to create now. So right now it's perfectly straight. It cannot be like this. Based on the direction of the light and this angle should be similar. Like this, I can add multiple light source like this. Sorry, not light source, God rays to add some interesting effect in my scene. You can see from a distance, it looks really nice. You can add all these things. Let's go to this room. So let's light this room now. So this room, you can see all this light penetrating through the surface. Reason, there is no exterior wall, it's just an interior wall. That's the reason why it's happening. And to fix this, what I can do is I can add, either I can create exterior wall in Maya, or I can just place a cube here. Scale it. And block this section basically, so that no light can pass through. That's why you have to create all the time a solid geometry where you have exterior wall plus interior wall. It's a huge distance. Push it and make sure it's not intersecting with this. Now cover this area also. Now you can see those penetration of light is gone. This part is a little bit is there. That means there is a slight gap. Yeah, you can clearly see there's a gap. The other one, this one, and moving slightly, elongate them, and just make sure it's not visible inside. See, it's gone. So there's subtle one very fine line. You can see that means slightly gap is there, but you can see now I can see the clear reflection and everything. It looks nice and clean. All dirty. I have a nice and clean as like clean texture, like looks neat. Now this is my room and this washroom. So I need to create a toilet here. So I need to create a partition. That's something I was working on here. This one. See, I was working on this thing. Hide. Yeah, it's going to this mouse. It's so properly. So all the ceiling part I can delete, and base part also I can delete. I can create a door here. I guess I need to create a door basically. It face. I need the exact same size of this thing. Hide everything. Build pivot. Or instead of doing this, face mode also I can extrude, but it flips everything. Extrude. Now it's perfect. Look at this. Just a door. So, one more door and another door. 1, 2, 3. This corner I'm thinking of to add something else. And like if I want, I can make it a little broken or loose or maybe open. So to make it open, I need this angle. Mhm. Distorting the shape. It should move correctly. Weird. Oh, this mouse is giving me nightmares. What happened? This was working yesterday perfectly fine. Creating problem. Creating problem is really strange. Okay, this is working. This one is working fine. What is wrong with this one? Some issue, I guess, technical issue. So I just simply attach everything, then detach again. It should solve the problem. Thank God, now it's working. This side wall is not required because we have the have wall here, and this one section can create like this, and this part we'll just plan those things later. So now I have created this thing. I need to unwrap this. Automatic. Select everything. Object mode. Combine everything together. Just three fields. Everything is unwrapped. Now I need to fix them. This entire thing can be seen. Moving so. Done. This is all straightened up. You can see the entire thing. Yeah. Everything is unwrapped. Straighten. Straighten them. Everything straight, clean. I can lay out it. So this doesn't matter because I'm going to use a tileable texture here, or if I want to like texture it direct, like manually, I can do that also. What is this? History, and now I have to export this. So again, same thing. DB, move it down anywhere. X in the grid, center of the grid. And now I need to plan like what for doors I want to have a separate material. For rest of the wall can have same material. Assign new material. Assign anything, blend. So two materials are assigned here. You can see clearly, blend and Lambert. Export selection. Engine, mesh, import. We can open and you can see it here. Now I need to assign some texture here. So let's see. So this wall can be the exact same, this blue tile, this thing, as like toilets and all, they have kind of this kind of thing. So browse. This one is applied here. And for this doors, I can use something else, some wooden or some maybe some plastic or some rough texture. So I want this, I'm going to use this. There is no detail, nothing. So don't to worry. There's something we'll modify. I'll add some dirt and everything here. Right, it looks way too clean, and wooden texture doesn't look nice. It should be a little more generic. It's some rusty this time. It's loaded. That's the tiling. It doesn't look very nice. So tiling, John, swipe by 5, I believe, should work perfectly. Yeah. See, they still they are like have variation, decent amount of detail. I can add more detail here. I will add some graffitis and text posters with the help of decal pack. It will look nice. Simple. Drag drop, place it here. Scaling that we have to do 10. Wooden texture, this truss texture doesn't look very nice. It looks very old. I'll change it. So anyways, before that, I'll rotate this thing. 180 degree. Now move it. It's too big. With less space. So I can see this style and this style should be exact same. So let's see. Search for this darker tone of, yeah, this one. This one is supposed to apply here. Select this. Double click, open, assign it. Yeah, now it's much better. Same tone and everything. This thing. Or if I want, I can just change the entire color. That should also work. It's way too wide, so just simply narrow it down. Like I can do it in Maya also. I can do it here also. Back side. But now you can see I have those lights, but all these sections, they look kind of dark. So I need light source here as well. So this is like very important, like whenever you're creating anything, make sure you have enough light source to light your scene properly. Okay, the distance is wrong. So let's do it. Yeah, where is the door? Okay, this is much better. You can see all the lights and everything. And only thing is, it's not dirty enough. So I have to make it a little dirty. And I feel the styling is way too high as compared to this one. So what I'll do is I'll search where is the this material. And as you can see, one more instance is there. Let's select the other one. Apply this one here. And check it's still the same. Now open the material and reduce the tiling. 30. So let's make it 5. 5 is too much. 10 is 15 is also not 13, 14, 5. Okay, let's keep 12 only. So now I have applied the basic things, light and all these things are kind of ready. So now I need to make this place really dirty and gross. So let's make it dirty. So for that, and let's see, I have 3D assets. Let's search for static mesh. I have a lot of static mesh. You can see. Like you can see, I have a trash can. I have this garbage bags and all. So let's use some of them. So right now, like this system is a little heavy. So what I'll do is I'll go to unlit version. So it will become little optimized. And this trash can, I can keep it somewhere. With the trash can, then I have a lid. Let me keep it like this. Let's have a couple of garbage bags. Couple of garbage bag, and I need some litter. So I can't see any litter here. Yeah, I have all this, see, burger wrapper and all those things. So this is I won't do manually. For this, I use a foliage and paint all this thing. That will make it much easier and randomize things. I don't have to do everything manually. So I'll go to mode, foliage, and all those wrappers. Drag drop here. And let's see if I have something else also. I can just simply drag drop it here. These are mostly rocks. Reduce our size and start painting. You can paint it like little word. You can see if you paint it like this, everything is same size, so which looks little odd. So what I'll do, select all of them, like same what you do for foliage, exact same thing. I'll change the size. So maybe 2 to 3. Some dirt. Make it dirty. Usually corners have all this dirt. Okay. I added all these things. Now, this is okay, fine, but I need to add more dirt. I need to make the surface dirt, and I need to add all this, make the floor really dirty. So I'll exit this without exiting. I want a pile of like some leaves or dirty um, some like leaves or maybe some dirt or something. So let's check that if we have something like this. And if that is something I have in decal now. So I'll exit this. I'll go to decal. Material instance. I don't want this. I can see all these things. Dirt, drag, drop it here. Make sure align it very nicely. Make it really thin and place it here. But you can see, you cannot see anything because there is no light in the scene. The moment I switch on the light, I can see the dirt. But decal map works with the light. Without light, it won't be visible. So like this, we have to make sure dirt is there. And duplicate this. Place it here. One more. Little rotation. Scale. You can see it looks dirty, garbage, and this floor, I feel it should be slightly shiny, so it will it will look really nice. So material here, so you can see the clear preview of this thing. Roughness, see, of the intensity, switch it on and reduce it. Way too glossy, little glossy. You can see nice gloss effect. So if I add dirt, I can see the clear separation. So I can like make it a little glossy and then add dirt. Decal, let's see. You can see those dripping and all those things. I can definitely use all this. Place it here. And it looks black. That means flipped. Rotate 180 degrees. You see all this dirt. Reduce the thickness. Make it really thin. Put it on the wall and now add it. Okay. This is not mouse. I don't know like what happened to this mouse suddenly. Hmm. I can apply like little overlapping, little stretch. It will create multiple variation of the same thing, like same texture, but multiple variation. Lengthwise also I can change. You can see we have all this dripping effect, rusty, old, dirty. The same thing I'll do everywhere and generate this detail nicely. All this dirt here, all this thing. And if you're having difficulty to do this thing like at once, what you can do is you can simply hide rest of the part. Like suppose you have this, all this thing, right? So side walls, stairs, and all this thing. So hide this. Okay, I have only this section. Yeah. So working on this will become easy. That's why we create those folders and all. So it makes your life way easier. That one, that room thing, that washroom, that mesh I need to unhide. It's visible here. Okay, that's what I can do later also. So like this, I have to fit everything, add dirt everywhere, make it dirty. Base also have to make dirty. Then I can add a graffiti or something. Let's see, I guess I have a graffiti here somewhere. Garbage pile, some garbage pile is also there. Where is graffiti? It's under at least. Yeah, see, some poster or something. I think that's something I want to use some for this one. Just drag up. It's loading. Still loaded finally. So direction change. 90 degrees. It's no, it doesn't look. Some post we can see tone poster, but it's very light. Reason I need to make it really thin and then project on the wall. Here you see, and the rotation. I guess I need to rotate this. Now it's fine. So I can create this thing and add all these detail. Make this thing visible. Okay. So I can add tons of detail, everything, and make sure that it looks really nice. So I'll create all those sections, make it really dirty, and add all details. Like I'll add like some water dripping, some like a spark, and all. So all those things I'll add and make it like really nice. And one more thing with that is like if I make it even thinner, the clarity will be much better. Just make sure it's not going too thin. Oh, flipped. Okay. Make sure it never flips. Whenever it becomes black, place it like this nicely. Some poster, some graffiti, some dirt everywhere, and add more details to look really nice. So just give me a second. Still, Chilton's name is not there. Just give me a second. It should be here. Yeah. Okay, you never accessed Moodle. Okay. Not there. Oops. 202. Yeah, finally added. Done. See, now it's good. Thank God it's good. Okay, so it's done. So similar manner, you can add like a lot of details. You can see like this, like you don't have to like manually texture everything. If you work smartly, you can create amazing quality scene within no time, and plus you can add tons of detail directly into Unreal. This is only and only for environment. This is like suppose you are creating an entire environment. In that case, you will do it like this. But if you are working on a prop, then that time, like suppose this spacing thing, this so for those things you have to manually texture everything. So you can follow, you can combine both the things, practice everything, and create a nice scene. Okay, then I'll see you guys in the class. I'll see you
Okay,
guys tomorrow. Yeah.
thank you.